Now we want to hand things over to Anthony Furey speaking live. An announcement about the city's dedicated bus and cyclist lanes in Scarborough. We'll listen in live.
In Toronto, which is also frustrating a lot of commuters. It's called Rapid TO, and the first version of it has been rolled out here in Scarborough along Kingston Road, Eglinton East, and Morningside. These are these red lanes that you see right behind me in both directions. So right now on this busy street, there's only one lane of vehicular traffic and then one red lane. And you go, well, what's going on in those red lanes? And you see right here, there's a bus. So we got a bus passing by. You're not going to see another one for quite some time. And you're not going to see a bike probably pass by the entire time I'm here. There used to be two vehicle lanes, but what City Hall did was they got rid of one of those lanes to make it a rapid bus and bike lane combination. And they're planning to roll it out on Dufferin, Finch, Lawrence, and other streets across Scarborough, North York, and Etobicoke. Now, what are the numbers? What's really going on here? Because I think we're going to have to evaluate this. Well, one of my campaign workers, Owen, he actually came here the other day, and he spent 2 hours here recording all of the cars, all of the buses, and all of the bicycles. Quite a task, but he did it. And I want to tell you, Tuesday morning from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., that's during rush hour, here on this lane on Morningside, the total number of vehicles, cars and trucks and so on, was 4,127 throughout that rush hour. The total number of buses, 26. The total number of bicycles, 7. Well, 6, but there's a person in a scooter who was sort of using it, but let's just call that 7. What's going on here, folks? Where are our priorities? People who live in Scarborough tell me it drives them crazy to be coming home from work, stuck in traffic on Kingston Road, getting home to see their families. They can't move, and there's an entire empty lane behind them that just isn't being used, that they could go into, like they did not too long ago, and get home faster. So I am promising, as Mayor of Toronto, I will fully pause the Rapid TO program. I will not be proceeding as mayor with those new lanes. We're just not going to be doing it because the numbers just don't make sense. And as soon as I get into the mayor's office, you see we've done an informal study on my campaign trail, I'm going to be ordering a formal study so we can really look at the data and the numbers and make an evidence-based policy decision. But I think we all know where it's going to head. We'll do the study and we'll take a look and we'll see what's going on here. It just doesn't make sense to get rid of more and more traffic lanes all across the city when we already have such a problem with congestion on our hands. Commuters are so frustrated. So those of you outside of Scarborough who don't know what Rapid TO is, I'll tell you, City Hall and those councillors running against me for mayor, they're planning to bring it to North York. They're planning to take it to Scarborough to take away your lanes to make your commute slower. And it would be one thing if there were thousands of bicycles passing by, we'd go, okay, I can see the case for that, but no. When we counted, there were only 6. Over 4,000 vehicles, 6 bicycles, 26 buses. It just doesn't make sense, and it's yet another example of City Hall pushing ideological pet projects out there to basically force people out of their vehicles, bring back the war on the car, and as Mayor of Toronto, I'm not going to do it. Oh, and by the way, I've said this many times, I gotta say it again, I'm also not tearing down the Gardner. I'm happy to take any questions anyone may have today.
Okay, we've been listening to mayoral candidate Anthony Furey making an announcement in Scarborough this hour saying that if he's elected mayor, he's going to put the pause button on the Rapid TO program, saying that he got one of his campaign workers out on a stretch of Morningside Tuesday morning to track the number of vehicles there, saying that there were a total of 4,127 vehicles, only 26 buses using that rapid red lane, and 7 bicycles. He also says he's going to not tear down the Gardner if he's elected mayor.